All right, we're back. We're back. Of course, you just heard the very talented DJ K Mills
I'm trying.
in the building. Welcome to the show, officially episode 19.
Appreciate you, family.
Appreciate you coming through, man. So, K Mills, just a little introduction. Definitely one of the most talented battle DJs I've heard around here in Charlotte. You haven't been DJing for that long, I mean, compared to like a lot of folks, but definitely been putting in a lot of work. And you can tell just by how hard he worked, just from the little, the showcase he did for us right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very nice with the scratches, very good with his music selection. Also a native of my home state, New Jersey.
Jersey from the 973.
Put a motherfucking air horn on that. You said you were hailing from Morristown specifically,
Morristown,
right?
New Jersey. So there's two Morristowns. You know, you got the one closest to Philly, Morris, with the two O's. I'm from Morris, so we Morris County, a little further North Jersey, kind of in the middle of everything. So I mean, we not too far from Newark, Orange, Rahway. We not too far from Patterson. We not far from New York if there's no traffic. You feel me? But yeah, man.
Yeah, I used to go up to Morristown summertime after my freshman year.
Dope.
I had a homegirl that was going to the same school as me, but she was from Morristown. I used to go up there.
Nice.
Right up there every now and then. Yeah. But yeah, man, thanks so much for having me on the show.
Appreciate you.
One thing I can say about you, man, like ever since I met you and since I first started coming in contact with you, one thing I love about you is like just the kind of I could tell you're a man of great character. You know what I'm saying?
Try to be.
So like if you're very like outgoing, you're very like uplifting, encouraging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's no like ego or none of that like there. You know what I'm saying? Like you're very supportive. So
yeah.
I appreciate that. Like in you as not just as a DJ, but just as a person overall, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of, some DJs could have, a certain ego about them or a certain way of doing things. And I think, we'll probably get into some of that and
definitely
some of the things. Yeah, some of the, relationships that you've had out here with DJs and promoters and things like that, man. But definitely, man, I just want to say shouts out to you.
I appreciate you.
And anybody who gets to know this, man, I think, you're going to be very happy and lucky to, be friends with this guy. So,
and I appreciate you, bro.
For sure, man. Welcome to the show.
Appreciate you for having me. Thank you. Shout out to DJ Tycoon, too. Just graduated from Wake. Now, you got your master's, right?
That's right, yeah.
We got
my MBA.
Got to clap it up for that.
Appreciate you, man.
I love seeing our people be successful and, reaching those high heights. So, congrats to you on that, too.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. So, just tell us how things are going out here, man, in general with the DJ life. You know what I'm saying? Out here in Charlotte. How you liking it so far? What's going on?
So I mean, I love the culture of DJing overall, no matter where it is, whether it's in Charlotte or whether it's worldwide. Right. Charlotte's a little different. I think most places have their groups or cliques in a sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? So in my opinion, and I want to say my opinion because I don't want to misconstrue what everybody else got going on.
Right.
But there's a lot of groups that tend to stick to who they like.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's no disrespect to them either. It's just kind of what I noticed since I came into the game. I started, 2017 was my journey when I started. Now I wasn't like DJing like in clubs or anything. I got my first equipment. So my first equipment, believe it or not, was an SB2. Shout out to my homeboy DJ N1. He don't DJ anymore. He live out in Virginia, but I wanted to shout out to him because he sold me the board for like $50.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, he looked out.
Yep.
SB2, if you know, highly touted entry level controller for those that can't afford like turntables like right away.
I started with the SB3.
SB3, another great controller. Another great controller. So 2017, believe it or not, I probably practiced hard, like lost sleep for like 4 months. Like before I got a feel for learning how to mix.
Right.
And then I kind of was like, let me just see if I could just go and play somewhere for free. So not even really thinking about money. Saying this to say this is how I found out about the culture of DJing.
Right, yeah.
The first spot I went to was King Tut University.
King Tut.
So I was there. Yeah, shout out to King Tut. I was there. Ahmad was the owner. Oh, excuse me, I'm saying his name wrong, but he was the owner of King Tut there originally. I believe it was him and his father. And he might not remember this, but I tried out for them in 2017. Because, when you inquire and you trying to just get a spot. So they like, hey, let me hear how you sound. So I think I might have played maybe for like 40 minutes or so. Did not like my mix. I just was like, I never really, see, I don't really fall in love with most of my mixes because I know there's something that I could build on upon it.
Right.
So, I had my friends come with me. My girlfriend came with me. Shout out to Tony, Alexis, lot in the building.
Shout out.
Yeah, that's wifey. But yeah, she came with me. My homeboy Latrell came with me. And I played for about 40 minutes or so. I think I messed up maybe in between the set. I don't even remember like what exact song I played, but I know I backspinned accidentally because somebody was talking to me and had a drink.
Oh yeah.
And they kind of like bumped into me a little bit, and I like just backspinned it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was part of the reason why I didn't become like full time there. But Ahmed had came up to me, I was like, yo, bro, how did I do? Blah blah. He was like, yo, gotta work on your mixing.
Really?
You feel me? You gotta, you gotta be a little bit more in control of your song selections and things like that.
Okay.
And it's funny, like I greatly appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I ended up working at King Tut full time
Mm-hmm.
starting in 2022 while he was still there.
Okay.
I don't know if he remembers that, but I was young during the time. I was in college during that time. But he also told me like, yo, like when you go out to these places, like, when the owners hear you playing like that, most of them are not gonna want to, book you if you're gonna be doing backspins and stuff randomly.
Right.
So yeah, he kind of like taught me a little bit of what people are looking for in DJs.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a blueprint there. And then I started to meet I'm trying to think who I met, believe it or not, I met Nolo first.
Okay.
At, he was DJing, and he probably don't even remember this.
Shout out to Nolo.
Shout out to Nolo. This is Nolo when he had like this is before his dreads. He had like a little mini afro. So this is like the middle of 2017, but he was DJing at UNCC where I was going.
Mm-hmm.
And, I had walked up to him excited because he had turntables at the time. He had the pink vinyl and he had Technique 1200s.
Okay.
And I'm sweating him. I walk right up to him. He was DJing in the student union. I know he ain't going to remember this, but I was like, yo, what's good, bro? Like, what's your name? Where you from? Blah, 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 blah. And like, you're not really supposed to have a full conversation with a DJ while they DJing. But I'm so excited to figure out the culture of it and how to get into it. Like, I'm just bombarding him with questions. And he kind of was like, yeah, man, I'm Nolo. Take my card. I know he ain't really want to talk that much, but
yeah,
I'm hounding him, asking him a million questions. But, he looked out for me originally. But he told me the same thing, like, just work on your mixing. I know you're brand new to it, but, you want to practice that. You want to get clean with your mixes before you go out and play in certain places. So that's like my beginning of figuring out like what specific DJ requirements are needed to get into it. So, from there, after Nolo, then I went to Red at 28 in University, tried out for them, and I've been with them since 2018. So, believe it or not, I had a funny experience with them. Did not think they was gonna hire me. Really? No, I didn't think so. I played on a Friday night. This is my first like big crowd, so I might be 5 months in at this point.
So you still had an SB2?
Still had the SB2.
Okay.
Still had the SB2. I had an EV, I think a EV ELX, the 12-inch one.
Mm-hmm.
So I was using that in Reds in University. So I talked to a good buddy of mine. His name is Deshaun. He one of the part owners at Reds as well. Shout out to Deshaun because he gave me the chance to. He was like, yeah, let's hear how you sound, your DJ tryout. So did a Friday night, like first heavy gig.
Yeah. How many people you think was there?
It might have been maybe, I'm going to say like a good 65-ish. Okay. Maybe 70, like peak. Mm-hmm. But it was enough in there.
If it's a tight space, that's a good crowd.
It was enough in there. Like I'm in there sweating, damn near in tears.
I never went up to Red 28 when it was in University.
In University, yeah, it used to be lit. So where Fume is now was where Red was.
Oh, you know what? I did go there. Mm-hmm. I did go there. Yeah. My bad.
Reds used to be jumping.
But then they're like on East Boulevard now.
Now they're on East Boulevard.
But they were like somewhere else around the corner from there too, right?
They were working on a spot somewhere near AMF Lanes off of Tryon. Okay. I don't know what happened with that, so I don't really know the story with that one. But I know they were in the works and something happened. But I can't speak on that because I don't know that part.
They were yeah. What was that other shit that was up there? I can't remember. Paparazzi.
Yep.
Paparazzi
was there, yeah. But Reds was there first. It was Reds, then Paparazzi, then it might have been something else, and then Fume.
Okay.
But yeah, they took it over now. So shout out to the people at Fume. It was about that night, that Friday night. This is 2017, the end of 2017 now at this point. like crazy crowds. So I'm just trying to do my best just to sound good. The very first professional, like high end DJ I met was DJ False ID. Man,
False.
what a great dude, yo.
Yeah,
he was so
him.
like kind and welcoming. Yo, and this is exactly the exchange. Yo, what's good? Where you from? Blah, 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 blah. DJ K Mills, I just started. He was like, yo, like, I rock with you, yo. You going in. And in my mind, like he's telling me I'm going in. I'm like I don't think I'm doing all that good. I'm really just playing just to see if they'll like me or not.
Right.
And he gave me like some song requests that he had. So, you know, I played what he wanted. It was a Derez Deshawn song. He probably ain't gonna remember that either, but you know, I remember my journey, yo. But from there, me and him locked in. And whatever advice or whatever questions I had, he answered everything that I asked for. So I'm very appreciative. He was so pivotal in my growth as a DJ. Like I got to shout out False ID, like heavy. Because I mean, he answered every text and he got like 3 phones. So I mean, if he's answering me, you know, I'm feeling good about it. But yeah, man. Yeah. And then my journey just kind of went from there. But meeting him, he taught me everything about the culture.
Right.
What to look out for, potential prices to set, you know, as a newbie, where I should DJ next, what equipment to use, how to use it. So False gave me the rest of the game that I was looking for. So meeting him was very, very pivotal.
Out of things that you learned from him, what was something that really caught you by surprise that you wouldn't have even thought? Like, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of people wouldn't know if they, you know, wasn't doing this.
I think he taught me a lot, really just about the business and how to conduct myself. So, you know, False DJs for a lot of celebrities or whatnot.
Right.
And, you know, I was trying to just figure out, like, how can I didn't ask him about celebrities as much, but I was figuring out, like, how can I just get my name out there? And he said, yo, you just got to keep DJing. And I said, okay, well, can you listen to me, you know, at some of these gigs and tell me what I need to work on? Right. And he would come on, like, the Fridays when he was free, or Saturday sometime, because I started to have Saturdays at Reds. And he would coach me, like, right beside me then and there. So, and this is a funny story. I was so new to DJing. I had a notebook that I used to write on, right?
Yeah.
And it used to be like what to play, what goes with what sounds good with what. So, like I said, I'm a heavy student of the game.
Right.
And so he saw the notebook one time. He was like, what's this?
Nah.
And I was like, you know, it's my notebook. He was like, little bro, you gonna have to get some more music, like, because you're really supposed to freestyle off of what people, you know what I'm saying, vibing to or whatnot. Yeah. But like I said, I just was in the room heavy, like studying what sounds good with what, you know what I'm saying, because I didn't want to bounce around and it sound kind of crazy. So yeah, man, I think that was the best advice. Just that, learning how to freestyle, like just off of what people might like, what you see people vibing to, stick with that.
Right.
And then the business part he taught me was just, you know, stay professional, show up early on time. So I was showing up to my gigs at least an hour early. Right. You know what I mean? Just to let them know, like, hey, you know, I'm here. I'm gonna be as professional as I can. And he said, don't do nothing too crazy that you wouldn't do. You know what I mean? So shout out to False. Definitely.
Word,
he gave me some great advice.
So I'm glad you said that you were a student of the game, because definitely I can tell, like, you've invested a lot in the art form. You really studied the art form. You go to school with Backspins and all that. But when you were coming up, like, what was the influence for you to sort of take DJing in that route rather than, you know, because I feel like some people do it because they like to rock the party. Some people do it because they're a music junkie. Other people, you know, do it for like the turntablism kind of pursuits like that you have. So for you, like, was it like a particular DJ growing up? Anybody from New Jersey maybe that you would mention, or, you know, that you looked at, or were you down? So were you were down here when you started DJing? Right?
Yeah, I was down here when I started. Yeah, but I was lucky to see like some top notch DJs. So my dad always took me to New York. We spent a lot of time in Harlem. I think we saw Chuck Chill Out one time up there in person. I think he was DJing a Black Arts Festival.
Who?
Chuck Chill Out.
Okay.
DJ Chuck Chill Out. Yeah, heavy New York DJ. I'm trying to think who else we saw. I can't remember who else, but just the DJs in New York. But my influence came honestly from my mom and my dad, because, you know, they are music junkies, and I think my family history too. My dad has always had me listening to like old school music, so you know, anything from the 70s, even the 60s at one point, you know, with Nina Simone. Miles Davis and them.
Yep.
My mom kind of gave me like the New Jack Swing, Tina Marie type of vibes as well. But they were pivotal in my influences in what I was listening to from a kid up until now. So my dad, or actually, let me talk about my great grandfather, Bobby Tucker.
Okay.
He was a incredible musician and pianist, and he is the gentleman that orchestrated the music for The Wiz. And I don't really tell a lot of people that.
The Wiz?
The Wiz. With Michael Jackson in them.
Really?
So if you watch the end credits of that movie,
orchestrated it.
The music,
right?
So not the movie. I don't want nobody to think.
No,
I'm
saying, but that's like
if you watch the end credits,
that's huge,
and
dude.
it says like music director Bobby.
There's your grandfather,
great grandfather.
So he has to have like an estate where he's getting like, I'm not trying to get into the business.
Nah, you
but I'm saying like that The Wiz is a huge movie.
It was big. Yep, came out in
syndicated. 78. Yeah, syndicated on television networks now. I'm pretty sure they play that shit on once a year. I don't when they like to play it. Is it like a holiday movie considered?
Sometimes I think most of the time now it's a holiday movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, he if you watch the end credits, and I think it'll say like music conductor or music director, it'll be Bobby Nathaniel Tucker.
That's what's up.
In the end. But saying his name and my parents' name to say they were really my influences. Now he passed in 2006, or it was either 2006 or 2007. But I mean, I was very fortunate to meet him. My dad always took me over there. They lived in Morristown too.
Right.
But my family's always been surrounded by just music. We've had a lot of festivals in the park in Morristown. So the house music, I was influenced by all of that. I just grew up listening to a lot of older music. So I guess you could say I come from an era where people congregated and actually got a chance to dance and vibe with each other than what it is now with everybody on their phone.
Exactly.
But I would always be like the youngest at the park or at my uncle's house, and they're always playing like something old, and they're like, "Yo, you don't know nothing about this," So they would always get me with that. But my influence come from all of that as an experience.
You say you were the youngest. You got older siblings?
Oh yeah, my sister. Shout out to Kamaya Tucker. She that used to be my bully in a good way though. She just made me tough. She gave me a little thicker skin. But yeah, my oldest sister, and then I got a younger brother. His name is Taji, and a younger sister. Her name is Nandi. Those two are still in Jersey. They're in Rawway. So, but my oldest sister down here. So we're all from Morristown, New Jersey.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I used to love going up to Morristown. As I said, what year did you graduate from up there?
So believe it or not, I graduated high school down here. I went
down here.
I went to West Charlotte. I graduated 2012, and then I went to CP for 3.5 years, got my associates, and then transferred to UNCC and graduated 2018, right before the pandemic.
Oh damn, Crazy, man.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask you about some football shit because I used to play football for West Orange High School.
Where?
But we used to like scrimmage Morristown and all that, back in the day.
Yeah, I didn't play. But I briefly played at West Charlotte. It was very brief. I didn't play in any heavy games. I was there as a freshman because I told my dad I wanted to play, and so I was fourth string running back. I don't know if y'all remember Scoop, but he was a running back that played for the Panthers briefly. But he was the starting running back, and Josh was the second. I forget his last name, but those guys were gifted on the field, very gifted. But yeah, I played briefly.
Gotcha.
But I played ball though. I mean, I didn't play high school ball. I played AAU.
Basketball?
Yeah, AAU. I played for Charlotte Monarchs here. And then I went to 5-star, I think, in 2010. So when people think about 5-star, they think about like top high school players.
Yeah.
My dad is the one that got me, and I went to the one in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. So,
Stroudsburg.
But I mean, everybody was nice though. Everybody was nice. 5-star might have been the most competitive basketball I've played ever, where there was not like one weak link on the court. Everybody was nice.
You still be hooping now?
Oh, absolutely.
Every now and then?
Absolutely.
Y'all should get like a DJ basketball tournament.
Absolutely, because Nolo hoop too. I don't know who else hoops. I think Suede hoop a little bit. I think he do.
I think Suede played everything.
Yeah.
Nah, he did hoop though. Yeah, he talked about it on.
I'm definitely down for that.
I think that'd be lit. I can't play basketball though at all. I can play football though. We do a football tournament too.
We do both.
Flag football
For sure.
Flag football game, that'd be lit, man.
I'm with that. Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
So see, you talked about the equipment that you started on. So you started with the SB2. Talk about
SB2,
some of your equipment progression after that.
Man, great question. The SB2, I only really had it for maybe like 8 or 9 months. So going into 2018, and I was so scared of turntables because I wanted to get turntables, but I was like, man, it looked like it's too difficult to play on. So I think I got this was a legendary controller at the time, but an NS7 II. The NS7 was like the first motorized controller during like that time. I got the older model, but I mean, the NS7 had like the motors, a great fader. Newmark is the one that
I was gonna say it's a Newmark,
Newmark brand. But it had everything, and I love that controller. And I'm kind of upset Serato kind of like stopped supporting the controller, so like you can't update it, you can't use it no more. But
did you always use Serato?
Oh yeah. Well, no, I'll take that back. I use Virtual DJ. I started out on Virtual DJ. And so Virtual DJ, I used that maybe for like a year and some change. And then I was watching False. I went to go see him at Firehouse. Firehouse turned into a bunch of things, but where Dream is now, that used to be Firehouse. But I watched him. I went to go see him and studying. And, I was like, oh, what software is that? He was like, oh, yeah, this is Serato. Like, this is what a lot of DJs use. You don't have to use it, but, if it's more comfortable for you, you do it. So I was like, I think I'm going to give it a shot. So I just kind of like the layout of Serato. You know what I mean? And
pretty much standard.
I stuck with it. So
have you ever tried Rekordbox?
No.
No, me neither.
No, I've seen it, but I mean, it looks cool, but I don't know if it's something I'm going to migrate to.
Right.
So from there, from the NS7, then I got, and this is a brand a lot of people sleep on, but Reloop. So I brought 2 Reloop 7000 turntables, which I still have. And I have, I started out with a Reloop Elite mixer, which is almost the same as the S11. It just doesn't have a screen, but like humongous mixer, same functions, great sound quality.
I like the way those reloops look too, man.
Yeah, but the problem with that was, first off, it was almost $2,000, so I chucked it up for the mixer during the time when it came out. So it came out like 2019.
Okay.
I didn't just chuck up $2,000, but I put down a good amount for it and just made payments on it. But the mixer, the crossfader bled out too quick.
Damn.
So I think like 6 months and it was already bleeding. And I wasn't doing nothing crazy. I mean, I was practicing, but like it was already bleeding in 6 months. And I'm like, yo, like what's going on? So
that's crazy.
But all you do is just take the top off and then just wipe the dust off. But it would just constantly come back. So I was like, let me get something different. So I went from that specific mixer to a Mixar Duo, which is another mixer a lot of people sleep on. That is really considered an entry-level mixer. Yeah. It doesn't have the same functions as the S11 or the Elite or the S9, but great entry-level for those getting introduced to like turntables. They got the buttons on the side. Okay. So you know how like all the buttons are in the middle and going across. The buttons are like vertical on the side.
I have seen that, yeah.
Yeah, so people thought that was weird when I was using it. I would take it in the clubs too. Like when I had that, I was not using no controllers in the clubs. So people was like getting upset with me. Owners are getting upset. But, once I got my hands on turntables, I said, yo, I just got to use them. I bought some Ortofon needles, so I used to practice with those needles. And then Phase came out, so shout out to Phase. Great wireless needles, just sometimes they disconnect. They get a little iffy, you know what I'm saying?
Before that, you just had the time code record vinyl platters with the needles. Yeah. And then you were using the Phase after that. Okay.
Yeah, see, and I jumped that era. I just went straight to Phase right after. And so then I got a S9, and then I got a couple of controllers afterward. Believe it or not, 2 Rane ones, but one is broke. One is good. I had
them, dog.
Yeah. It's just I bought the first one used, and then I dropped it, and then it pushed one of the platters in, so where you hit play and it don't even rotate. Damn. So I had to get it fixed. Shout out to my brother DJ KO. He actually fixed it for me. And then I got a performer. DJ Persevere sold me hers, and I messed that one up too.
Shout out Persevere.
Yeah, definitely shout out. That's my dog right there. And I laid something on top of the button. And the button was like mashed in, so you can't, it would stay mashed in. So I had to ship that back. And then she sold me a Rev 7. And I thought that the Rev 7 was like amazing. My problem with that was one day I had I don't remember what gig I had. I was probably doing karaoke or I was doing something. And the platter just started spinning up crazy out of control. So it would go like, but I didn't hit any buttons though.
Right.
So like it would just go like 100 miles an hour. And then it would play backwards.
And that's the one you bought from her.
From her, right? It was a gold one. It wasn't her fault either. It probably was something I did. Maybe I had it in the dust cover or whatnot. But yeah, when it started doing that, I was like, nah, I can't do it no more. So I just stuck it out with the Rane 1. And, you know, so Rane 1 and turntables.
Now, do you not like the fact that it's not battle style though? The Rane 1. That's the. I
mean, it kind of is battle style. It's just it's just smaller. Okay. That's really it. I mean, it feels nice, you know, on the cuts. I would like a different fader. Like I think you have the Magvel.
Yeah.
And I think they have a Inno fader, if I'm not mistaken. Some of them have Magvels though. Like I think the Performer had a Magvel. I can't remember what fader, but
I think it did. Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, no, it's good.
The Performer is a beautiful looking.
It's a great
controller.
If I would have never broke it,
though.
Yeah, if I would have never broke it, I would have still had it. But great controller, great feel, great mats, great platters. Yeah. And then it had the stem function on there built in to where you just hit the button and do stems, which a lot of DJs is stemming crazy right now. But yeah, man, it was a great controller. A great controller. Yeah, I rocked with it.
And now you mentioned your grandfather, and you say it was your mom
and my dad
and your dad.
My influences,
musical influence. Did you play like any instruments or anything like that?
I didn't actually.
Growing up?
No, I didn't.
No?
I mean, you take a couple of music classes, play the flute, but as far as like instruments, no. I didn't play anything until I got my hands on a controller. Yeah. To be honest with you. But I was always surrounded by music though. My dad always put music in my ear, whether it be jazz.
Did your dad have like vinyl records at home? A record player?
Thousands.
Yeah.
He used to be a DJ as well. He stopped doing it. But I mean, it's thousands of records. My grandmother collected thousands of records, so they had like all types of James Brown greatest hits.
Yeah.
My grandfather was heavy in James Brown too. So my great grand was the one that did it with the Wiz, and then my grandfather, he was a heavy James Brown fan. James Brown, the Gap Band. So most of those like old school groups is kind of what I came into. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I was really blessed to have like the music knowledge from them at such an early age. Yeah. You know, and still integrate with some of the newer music.
Yeah. Did you ever jam with your dad since he used to be a DJ, or
no? I didn't.
He never really tried to like kind of show you nothing on the.
Well, he loved music, but I don't think he, you know, wanted to do it as a career. So he had a couple of gigs and just kind of let it go.
I got you.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't like, you know, a consistent thing. Not like how I am, but he was very instrumental just in what I love now is music.
I got you.
Yeah.
Got you. So tell us a little bit more about like K-Mill growing up. So when did you move? How old were you when you moved down here to North Carolina?
I was very young. I might have been maybe 5 or so. But the thing was, I was always back and forth to Jersey. So my mom had a lot of money. So we would come down here, go up just about every weekend. Catch the train or catch the bus. Or we didn't really fly as much, but we did. But it was either the train or the bus. Yeah. So I never really left. Like I had teachers there too. Like when I was in elementary down here, I was doing summer school up there. You know what I mean? So I would stay for like 3 months up there. I went to Sugar Creek, and Sugar Creek got out way earlier than most of the schools down here. So we would get out like May 15th or something like that, or May 18th. So from May all the way till close to September, I'm home in Jersey. You feel me? So I came down here maybe like 5 or 6. And I hated it. I did. I hated
it down here.
I hated Charlotte. I hated Charlotte. It's no disrespect to the Charlotte people either, but I hated it because like the culture up there, what I was always involved in. You know, I'm hanging out with my cousins in the street. I never did no street activity, by the way, but you know, just being around it, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
You know, at the parks in Morristown, Flagler Hill. You know, there's a NABE. It's a little YMCA gym, but I'm always hanging out there. And when I came back home, I ain't do nothing down here. I just went to school.
Yeah. It seemed like there's a lot more to do up there just because, like, it's easier to walk around. You know what I'm saying? Shit's a little bit more closer together.
It's a lot.
You know, like, I grew up in, like, you know, Essex County, North the Oranges and shit. So all the time, like, we would just be, like, down the hill. You know what I'm saying? Like, after school.
Yeah, I lived outside when I was in Jersey.
Outside, bro, at the park. You know what I'm saying? Just, like, on Main Street, just where the shops was at. Just, like, hollering at girls, walking up and down the street, all that kind of shit, man.
Yeah, I definitely got in trouble a couple times too because I was young, just staying out. But like,
did you go out a lot growing up?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you was a big party kid.
Not party, but like just hanging out with friends,
just with the boys.
You feel me? So like just with the fellas,
yeah.
they'd have a couple of girls or whatnot. So like my friend, believe it or not, my first girlfriend was in Jersey. Because when Tony see this, she gonna be like, all right, hold up. Yeah, like my first little, women's situations was in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? That's why I give so much credit to Jersey, because like basketball was heavy in Jersey. I went to camps in Orange. Shout out to Vincent Robinson. He used to hold a kids camp in Orange, matter of fact, in East Orange.
Where?
I can't remember the high school, but I used to go there all the time. And then he started migrating. I went to one in, I think it was in Trenton or Patterson, one of those.
Okay.
But I spent a lot of time in Jersey, just hanging out, trying to figure out like what they was up to. My cousins being bad influences. Yo, come here, you know what I'm saying? Come hang on the street. So, I done seen some things happen too. But I just never really got involved with it. But I've seen things happen.
I feel you.
You feel me?
But you didn't party much?
Honestly, no. Our parties were like the situations at the park. So Morristown would always have like park festivals. They would have DJs and stuff, but they would have like chess players and everything. So I would go there and play chess.
I remember those,
You feel me? Yeah.
Any DJs you remember from back home, like New Jersey?
Not from Morristown specifically.
Not Morristown specifically, but anywhere like, in a
Red Alert. I got a chance to meet Red Alert. DJ whatever is from the Bronx, New York, but my cousin Steven had brought him out to Morristown at the park. That was how me and him got tight.
Okay.
DJ whatever. Frankie D, a great DJ. DJ Richie. I hope I'm not leaving nobody out, but yeah, those are the ones that I specifically remember like meeting face to face. Red Alert might have been like my greatest highlight of my career. But Red Alert was so cool to meet. Yeah. Like very down to earth, strong New York accent too. You feel me? So, cause he from Harlem too, but legendary DJ, very pivotal in hip hop's growth. So I mean, those are some of the guys that I remember meeting. But I got a chance to see, I think we saw like Jazzy Jeff briefly, somewhere in New York. My dad, he took me to so many like music festivals.
Right.
I can remember like some of the DJs, but I just remember everybody having a good time. Right. You feel me? So I spent a lot of time in New York too. So I was either in Harlem or Brooklyn. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
shouts out to Brooklyn, shouts out to New York.
For sure, definitely.
Now you went back to Jersey recently and spun.
Back in
a gig
last September, yep.
Yeah. How was that?
It was amazing. My cousin Steven Tillett, he used to be heavy in music back in the day. Yeah. He would hold like basement parties. He would have like flyers all over Morristown.
I love a good basement party, man.
Yeah, so and I went to some and I wasn't even supposed to go. I'm telling you, I was the youngest there and would be in trouble.
You was going to some parties.
I mean, but I didn't really.
Yeah, you wasn't like there.
I was just trying to figure out what was going on. So I guess I kind of just walk in accidentally.
Just in the mix, yeah.
Yeah. But he is I can't remember what exactly he do. He do something in music because he worked with like KRS-One. I think he met like Meek Mill at one point, Freeway, Rakim. Right. And he used to bring them to the park to do a community give back. And it's called the ELAD. I can't remember what ELAD stands for, but he would always give back to his community in Morristown. Right. But he would bring those names specifically to Morristown. And Morristown is very small. You feel me? So Morristown isn't like a Newark or East Orange, but he would have some of these guys come out there. So I mean, over the years I would see it. But this is how I got into it. I think like 3 years ago, I had a conversation with my dad about coming back up top to DJ. So my dad was like, "Yo, you need to talk to your cousin Steven." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Let's call him up right now." You feel me? Got on the phone with him. He was like, "Yo, cuz, you trying to get into DJing, I'm not just going to let you DJ though. You know that, right? Like you going to have to, I need to see like a resume. I need to see highlights. I need to see videos. So I'm like,
what is Steven like a promoter or something? Or what does Steven do?
Something like that. See, I wish I could talk to him because I don't want to give away like no false titles, but he was big in hip hop to where he could meet these guys.
Yeah.
Whether it was like the promoting or he did something. I'd have to call him and ask him. But he was heavy, but he knew these people personally. So, and my dad told me, I'm like, yo, like, there's no way. called him up. He said that like, yo, I'm not just gonna let you just play. Like, you're gonna have to show me. Like, I need to know you can do this. So I think I sent him a couple of videos of just me like, scratching or whatnot. He was like, oh, okay, you seem like you're nice or whatnot. All right, let's do a party at the park with his ELAC community group.
Yep.
So I DJ'd, this is 2021 or 2022 potentially. I don't want to get
so you're like 4 or 5 years in by now.
My first year is when I met Red Alert. So he brought Red Alert. I was warming up. I think it was like a 5-hour gig.
Oh shit! So you got the DJ in front of Red Alert.
In front of Red Alert.
Oh,
so
shit.
Red Alert, I'm DJing. I got oh, you good? I appreciate you.
Yeah, that was crazy though.
Definitely a DJ. Definitely a DJ highlight of my career. I can show you photos too when we finish. But Red Alert came. He brought DJ whatever. And they got right on my stuff. I had the Reloop Elite with me. I had the pink vinyl at the time. And then, yeah, man, he came, hopped on, introduced himself. I was like, yo, I already know who you are. Love what you do for hip hop. Thank you for what you have contributed to the DJ culture. He was like, man, I love seeing young brothers like you do your thing. Dapped him up, showed some love. And I was like, are you cool if I get a picture? You know, I always be sure to ask. Yeah. But he was like, man, that's not a problem. Took a picture with him. That was that. So another highlight I got too, it's on my Instagram. After he was finished DJing, he DJed for like an hour, I think. Then DJ Whatever got on, and Red Alert was hosting. And I caught him on video. He was like, yo, shout out to the original DJ that was here in the beginning. Shout out to DJ K Mills. And I was like, yo, I know he ain't just shout me out. Like, I'm bugging. And like, my dad is going crazy. He like, yo, you just got shouted out by Red Alert. So I was so excited. But Red Alert was just so nice. Right. So nice. Not what I was expecting. Not that I was expecting them to be rude, but you know, when you meet your celebrities, you know, you don't really know what to expect. Of course. But he was just very welcoming, very kind, very cool dude. So I was thankful for that. But yeah, Steven hooked me in, and I did the last 2 ones at Morristown.
So you go back. Is it like a once a year thing?
Well,
or?
It was once a year, but Steven lives out in California now. Okay. So
gotcha.
The one last year, nobody like famous came last year. But I think he's moving it out west. So I'm going to talk to him potentially about coming out west. He did something with Melody. Yeah. About a year ago too. I don't know how he gets in contact with some of these people, but you know, if you know Melody from the Beat Junkies, legendary DJ crew, Mr. Chalk, DJ Babu and them, all part of the Beat Junkies. So I don't know who he be connecting with to get these people, but you know, if I could do something with Melody, I would love that. Right. I would love that. But yeah, shout out to Steven Tillett for sure. But yeah, man, yeah, that was incredible experiences with those back in Jersey for sure.
So what made you want to go up there though? Like, was it just like, so could you started DJing out here? Was it like, yo, I got to go up top and kind of rock the crowd up there?
I always wanted to go up top.
Yeah,
I love Jersey so much. Like it didn't matter how, even if I was to solidify myself heavy down here, I always wanted to go up top because I know if I could DJ up top, I could DJ anywhere. Because you know, up top, it's a lot of like eyes on you, more than normal. So I mean, and people were staring at me when I was DJing. So you sweat up there a little bit, because it's not that it's added pressure. It's just it's a different environment, and it's you trying to prove yourself. Like, yo, you can do this. And most of the people there, like they knew me, but they're like, yo, we didn't know you DJ. Okay, well, now I'm gonna show you. You feel me? So I was nervous, but I was more anxious nervous than like scared nervous. You know, you just want to show them what you could do. You feel me? So I was thankful for the experience.
Is there anything that you did differently because you were up there compared to as if you were?
I definitely, I did a lot of cuts up there. I mean, I don't know what it was. I just was so excited. So you just be trying stuff. Like even here, when we did this, I try stuff, bro. Like I'm okay if I mess it up. But I wanted to be perfect up there for sure. So a lot of like crab scratches, a couple of routines, not the Peter Piper or anything, but like just, you know, strong mixes, as much old school as possible, because there's a lot of old school people up there. So definitely played more house music than normal, but you know, I just tried to make it fun.
I was gonna say, anything different with your track selection? Or did you play what you would normally play down here anyway? You know what I'm saying, because if you have a sound, you know, you have a sound, but you know, I don't know If you were doing it up there?
Nah, because at that point I learned how to freestyle. So I had an idea of what I wanted to play, but shout out to False. False taught me like, yo, organize your crates, you know what I'm saying? Have something dedicated to whatever you want to dedicate it to and then just pick from it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So at that point I was just picking whatever I thought people wanted to hear. Whatever people dance to is what I stick with.
Do you use crates?
What is it?
Do you use crates?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, crates are good.
Some DJs don't. B-Man say he don't use crates. I heard
B-Man say it, yeah.
Who else?
Fanny doesn't use crates either.
Fanny, I think Triller say he don't use crates.
There's nothing wrong with not using crates.
Of course.
There's nothing wrong with using crates. I think that crates help you become more organized. But not using crates, everything's off the top of your head. But, I mean, you can get stuck in your head sometime. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So even me, like I have crates and sometimes I'll get stuck in my own head. Like, let me switch this. Let me grab this. Let me do this. Let me do that. How
do you like to organize your crates generally? High level.
To be honest with you, I'm still in the process of mastering it.
Me too.
I saw a tutorial for Heavy Hits, which is a DJ pool. And on Instagram, they posted something about like a DJ help for crates. And I saw something that talked about energy levels. Yeah, and I was like, damn, that makes sense.
Did they talk about the color coding?
I think so, yeah. Color coding too. But what got me was the energy levels. So for me, how I organized, DJ K Mill, it said 1 through 5, right? So like 1 being slow songs, 2 being like warm up, 3 being decent, and 4 or 5, you know, you're gonna be dancing to it. So like a 5 for me would be a Big Boogie song, and a 1 would be Drew Hill, Tell Me.
Right. You
know what I'm saying? So like the 1s are the slow songs, the 5s are dancing.
I got you.
That's how I organize, but not everybody, like I said, organizes like that. But I got like 70 something crates. So like there's a 90s, 80s, 70s, and 60s crate that I use. All of them have 1 through 5. So I mean, each crate might have like 1,000 something songs in it, or maybe 2 or 3,000. Because over the years I just collected heavy, so it's a lot of songs in there. But I'm always organizing and reorganizing. But
do you have like a weekly routine or something that you do when it comes to like crate management that you practice, or?
Nah, I guess you could say weekly, yeah, because I'm always downloading whatever comes out new, and then I'm always trying to figure out what crate to put it in.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, I'm always organizing, but what I have already kind of helps me get to where I need to go now. So shout out to False. Like he gave me some good pointers on how to organize. I gotta give him a lot of credit. And shout out to DJ Beezy Beats too, who is another incredibly gifted DJ.
I think I met him recently at Explicit. He did a gig over there.
Yeah.
I think I was bartending at the time.
That was one of my mentors too.
Either that or I might have been playing after him or something like that. But yeah, I met him recently.
Yeah, Beezy taught me how to have fun. Like he used to play like Elmo skits, like a Disney sound effect, and then go back into the song. So that was kind of how I started to like have fun. And then False was like, "Yo, bro, like, you getting creative?" He was like, "You know, you can't do that in the club, though, right?" So like, I'm appreciative, yo. I'm appreciative of False, but
I feel like you should be able to have a little fun in the club, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know,
for sure, you should, because I mean, everybody kind of just plays. You know what I'm saying? And I know they want to blend and get to the song, but like, you know, you could throw a little something in there. I'm not saying throw like a SpongeBob sound effect or nothing, but like you could throw a little something in there. You know what I mean? But yeah, he was the one that taught me how to like have fun. But he also helped me organize my crates too. So him and False were very pivotal in just figuring out how to get the crates right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah, very thankful.
When you got started DJing, right? When you first set out to do this, did you see yourself like as a person that was just going to be in clubs and stuff like that, or did you see yourself perhaps being like a battle style DJ specifically, or like weddings? Like what was your?
I didn't see myself as like, I didn't think I would be where I am now. I just wanted to play. I thought I was gonna be at Reds forever, to be honest with you. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm cool at Reds. But you know, I started getting business from Reds outside. So you know, some of those people started putting me in other places. So like I DJ Monarch Room from Reds. Like the gig was from Reds. I can't remember the promoter, but I know they're out of town now. But when Monarch Room was there, it's near Camp Northern. They had me at Monarch Room for a little minute. And then I started going out to other places. I met Israel the Poet.
Yep.
He started having me DJing in Atlanta. So like,
no way, really?
that's why like my journey was.
What venues did you do in Atlanta?
I can't remember the name of it because it's not there no more. It was some little bar in Uptown Atlanta. I cannot remember the name because I was only there twice. So like right in the middle of town of Atlanta.
I got you.
But he had like, I mean, you know, room and stuff too. Like Israel the Poet looked out for me. But
that's what's up, man.
My career started too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't think I was gonna be traveling. I didn't think I was gonna be DJing in like high clubs. I played at where was I? I was somewhere uptown. I think like outside on a blimp for like a not the LGBTQ festival, but it was something else. But yeah, I don't know if Israel hooked me up with that or somebody hooked me up with that, but it was like a parade. They had me on a blimp. Like, but this is only like my first
on the float?
year.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah. And I had no idea. Like, I didn't even know like what to bring. So I'm bringing like high-end speakers and then I'm seeing the joint shake. So I'm like, all right, let me put them on the ground.
Yeah.
But like my career it started too quick is what I'm saying. Like I wasn't
Took off
prepared.
too fast.
I wasn't prepared for all of that. But going to Atlanta and playing was really, really cool for like my first year. So this is like 2018. 2018 was when things really started to kick off. Yeah, and then Reds had me in places. I started DJing in Greensboro. You know, for people's birthday parties and houses and things like that.
Yeah, private
But
parties and stuff.
I didn't think they was gonna have me, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
travel that quick.
Do you like doing private events more or public venues?
Honestly, I like all my gigs. There's not a gig I take where I'm like, I can't do it. I mean, as long as the pay is right too. But
yeah,
I really like all the gigs. You know, most of them are safe. Most of them are fun. You know what I mean? So like,
heavy emphasis on the safe part.
For sure. Because I've been in a few clubs and you know I done had instances. There's an incident
house
at
parties
Reds.
too, man, could be even worse.
Something happened at Reds one time. I was DJing like a Friday night. It was packed.
Yeah.
This is my first time meeting Anthony Murrow too, who was a dope shooter. Used to play on the Nets too. That's how me and him got tight. I talked about him on the Nets.
Okay.
But I think he came in. I introduced myself. Got a picture with him. But he had left like during prime time or whatnot. So, you know, the 12 o'clock to whatever. And there was a dude that came up. And this is how I learned about like when people have their own music, like a song that he has. So there's a dude that came up and he was like, yo, bro, like I see what you got going on. Like you rocking it. Yo, can you play my song?
Oh, man. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I got you. You feel me? Like being cool or whatnot, right? So
in the middle of your set too.
I mean, I didn't mind, but I should have listened to it first, and I didn't play it. But here's where it got crazy. I told him I would play it. Right, 5 minutes later, like he comes up, he's tight. Yo, where the fuck is my song at, bro? You said you was gonna play it. You said you was gonna do this and do that. I said, bro, I got you. Like, give me a sec. I'm trying to get to it. I'm trying to build up to it. He was like, all right, bro. Like, if you don't play it in the next minute, we gonna have some problems. I was like, bro, chill. You feel me? Right. This is my first.
I've never heard that story like this. Go ahead.
Look, this is my first incident of like someone like giving me a hard time as a DJ. Another 5 minutes go by. He was like, bro, you think I'm playing with you? I'm like, yo, chill. I got you.
Yeah, you don't gotta play his song.
Check this out though. He was like, yo, you think this a game? He pulled out brass knuckles and a pocket knife and was like, yo, nigga, it's gonna go down if you don't play my song. So I'm like, bro, I got you.
He must have been on something.
Probably.
I had to have been.
So I scooted
It's never
over.
that serious, yo.
Bro, this is the first time that has ever happened to me. I never told anybody that either.
Hopefully the last time.
For sure. But I scooted over, you know what I'm saying, to the right. You know, he right here where the camera is. Yo, what's good? I go by the name of DJ K. I've been rocking with y'all. Security, can y'all come to the DJ booth real quick, please? He was like, oh, bro, you snitching. You doing this, you doing that. I was like, listen, I'm not about to lose my life over no song. So that was my craziest incident where it happened. Yeah, I mean, like thick brass knuckles, like gold. I remember they were sharp too. They had the little pointy edges.
Well, first off, how did he get in with that?
I don't know. I have no idea how he got in, but crazy incident, bro. But that was
at Reds.
At Reds in university. But this was how I started to figure out like how to handle people too. Because I could have been like, yo, nah, I'm not playing nothing, and it could have been worse. Yeah. You feel me? So I think from that incident, I kind of learned how to deal with people, like in a nice way. You know what I'm saying? Don't be rude to anybody. But yeah, that was definitely a crazy incident.
Thank God you got out of that one.
Oh, for sure. Sure, bro.
with safe hand and all that shit, bro. That's
Absolutely.
some bullshit.
Absolutely crazy. I don't know if anybody else had a story like that, but I can remember
I
that.
haven't, not on this podcast. That's just the first.
I can
I
remember
haven't
that.
heard one like that yet.
Yeah, I kept it quiet for a long time too because it traumatized me. Because I'm like, yo, like I just wanted to play music.
Yeah,
Like
that could get somebody PTSD, man.
for sure. But I'm good. I'm good
Right.
though. But I do appreciate that. But yeah, it was a tough situation. That was when I started questioning whether I wanted to continue DJing or not. Because I didn't know if it was going to continue to be like that.
Right.
You feel me? So I started having doubts, and then
How long were you at Reds by the time that happened?
this is like a year and a half. This is under 2 years.
Okay.
So like
So you had been there a while.
2018 was like, that whole 2018 was a great year, like full time.
Yeah.
Because they immediately hired me full time. I was not expecting that.
How many days a week were you doing there?
I started off just on Sundays. Sundays didn't really have a crowd until the nighttime. So I did Sunday during the day. So I did Sundays, and then I moved from Fridays to Sundays. And then it was Friday and Saturday when I started to get decent with DJing.
At nighttime?
So both days, both primetime days.
Okay,
So they would give me both of those days, and I was running into all types of people. I've seen some celebrities in there too. Like I think Jeremy Lamb walked in. I didn't introduce myself, but like he came through. This is my first time meeting Johnny KD too. Johnny KD used to be my hype man. So that was really cool. DJ Medi for 103 Streets. And then this is my first time seeing Allen Iverson in person too.
Okay, yeah.
Bro, he was a jerk. He was so rude
Was he?
to me. He was so rude to me.
He used to come in Sports One all the time, but I've only like served him once, but I had no problem.
He was very rude. This is so our incident happened during the Raptors and the Warriors finals. So that's like 2019. This is the last game too. But he walks in, Foss is there. Foss is like, yo, you got AI in the building. Like, yeah, you got to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Gassing me up. So AI sits with his little congregation. And I bumped into him a couple of times, but this is our first little exchange or whatnot. But I'm playing literally, I start at 10. So I play for like 15 minutes. And he's like pointing at me. Like, it looked like he like shouting at me or whatnot, but he's talking to one of the waiters and he's telling the waiter like, yo, tell him to cut the music off. Like, we trying to watch the game. So one of them came up to me. They was like, yo, like, Allen Iverson in the building. Like, he wants you to cut this off. And I was like, oh, does Jazz, the owner of Reds, he was like, do he want that? They was like, I don't know. That's just what Allen Iverson said. You feel me? So, which was crazy. So,
celebrity treatment.
Allen Iverson sent one of his security guards up to me. And security is like, yo, bro, like, what's good? What's your name? I said, yo, I'm DJ K Mills. He was like, yo, like, you know who in the building, right? I was like, I guess.
Oh,
He was like, yeah, it's Allen Iverson. But I'm nervous though, because this is like, everybody's basketball hero.
Right.
So this is where I lost respect for him. Like, I don't even respect his basketball career. But he had sent another security guard up because I kept playing, right? Security guard was like, yo, bro, like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, we done told you to cut this off. Like, we want this off. Like, now we trying to watch the game. We ain't trying to hear none of this. So I'm going back and forth with the security now because I'm like, bro, like, I'm here to DJ. I'm not here for none of that other stuff. I don't care if it's Allen Iverson. He not paying me. You feel me? Like, so Allen Iverson walked up behind him. He's like, yo, bro, like, what's going on? Blah, 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 blah. I said, yo, like, your security's bugging out. I don't know why they're doing this. He was like, bro, like, we don't want to hear this. Like, cut this off. So I'm like, bro, I'm not cutting nothing off. So like, this is Allen Iverson, like, who I love.
So Foss is still there?
Foss might have left during this time because at this point I'm just seeing red. Like I'm tight because I wasn't expecting them to be so rude. So like I'm like, yo, bro, I don't care. Like I'm gonna keep playing until the owner tell me not to. And then he goes and gets Jazz, and Jazz is like, yo, bro, K Mill, I'm sorry, bro. Like we'll pay you extra. Just cut it off, for now. Wait till the game is over, and then you could start. So I wait till like 12:45 to DJ the rest of the night, but I was tight because he just didn't have to approach me that way.
Exactly.
You feel me? He kind of used his name to bully me in a sense. So like, I just lost all respect for him. I lost
like that
all.
That's
but that was my experience. Now some people got good experience with Allen Iverson, but
that's whack, Allen Iverson.
I'm telling you, and I hope he see this too because he still got to see me about that. And I don't talk like that, but it just wasn't fair because like I'm just starting. As a DJ,
I'm just
now getting my first like taste of seeing celebrities and playing while celebrities are there. Because Reds had some people there. Like Twister came through. They had like Drew Hill come through. Like Reds had some people come through.
Yeah.
Before. But yeah, he was so rude, bro. You know. So those are some of my crazy experiences at Reds. But yeah, I just lost all respect for him after that.
Yeah, that leaves a bad taste in my mouth too. I don't like when people.
And I've seen him a couple of times, like when we was doing karaoke
and stuff like that.
Right, we was doing karaoke. Me and my homeboy KO. We were doing karaoke at the Red Crab, and he came in a couple of times. Now I don't speak to him. It's eye contact. We know what it is.
Think he remembers you?
Probably not.
Okay,
it's Allen Iverson. I'm probably nobody to him. But he had some kids come up to him while he was eating. And I'm setting up my turntables, and I feel bad for the kids. They like, yo, Allen Iverson, we're big fans of you. Yo, we love you. Yo, is it cool if we get a picture? His exact response was, yo, I'm hanging with the fellas. Like, y'all gonna have to see me another time. I don't want to take a picture right now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is nuts.
So, yeah, I'm not a fan of him at all. I don't even play with him in 2K. You feel me? Like, nah, like, delete him from the game. Like, all of that
is dead to rights, man.
No, straight up, because it's just you. Every other celebrity I met, like Shaq was cool. Like I said, Anthony Murrow was cool.
When'd you meet Shaq?
I met Shaq in Atlanta. I wasn't playing. I was shopping at the Guitar Center, believe it or not. And
people, because he does DJ.
People forget Shaq DJs. Shaq is actually nice too. Like,
yeah, I've heard that.
But I was practicing on something. I don't know if it was a Denon or if it was a SRT. But this is like 2019. Like, this is like peak pandemic.
What the hell and I had in Atlanta?
I had a gig. Israel brought me out there. I took my girlfriend with me. Shout out to Tone. And you know, she was like, "Yo, that dude is tall." I was like, "Who you talking about?" So like, I was like, oh, "Okay," but you see the back of Shaq head, so I don't know it's Shaq. And I started like cutting or whatnot. He walked up, "Hey, nice cuts, young fella." You know, deep voice and everything. Yeah. I was like, "Oh, appreciate you." And then I was like, "You look familiar." He had the mask on. I said, "Oh, Shaq. My fault. I'm sorry. Yo, big fan of yours. Like what you do." You know, he was like, "Oh, man, it's nothing, man. Appreciate you. Keep being great." You know, but nah, Shaq was dope, bro. Shout out to Shaq. For sure. Shaq was dope.
Bro, man.
Yeah, my encounters with celebrities have been mainly good, though.
Yeah, that's good.
I just DJ Marvin Williams' spot. I didn't even know Marvin Williams still lives here in Charlotte, but I was at his house like 2 weeks ago. My homegirl DJ Tribbles gave me the gig, and when I pulled up to the house, I was like, "Who else is this?" You know what I'm saying? Because I don't be expecting the DJ for nobody like high end. Right. Like I'm very much humble in that sense. But when I saw him, I was like, "Man, he looked familiar." He comes up, "Hey man, how you doing? I'm Marvin." I said, "Man, I know exactly who you are. Yo, nice to meet you." You know, he like 6'9", so I'm looking up at him. But very cool dude. Only bad one was Allen Iverson. Everybody else I met was cool.
Got you, man.
Yeah. Not to talk your head off about that.
Nah, that's cool. Nah, that's cool stories. I love stories like that, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's always dope to have like nice celebrity encounters. I mean, the one with Allen Iverson was unfortunate, but I mean, you got some of them that are like that. You know what I'm saying?
Sadly. Yeah.
So I want to talk about Backspins. Right.
Shout out to Backspins Academy.
Shout out to Backspins Academy. Yeah. Spent some time there yesterday. So tell the podcast like how you decided to get into the school and start going there and working out, and like how it. I guess it might be obvious, but just talk to the podcast about how it benefited you specifically to start going there.
Oh yeah, for sure. How I got in. First off, I always knew about them for years, and I could not figure out how to get in. All I had to do was shoot them a DM, though. That's all I had to do. But Backspins was originally with these hands. Claude is the owner. And I believe Claude and B-Man started to work together to form like classes and everything. And to also give DJs that sanctuary. So I actually found out about them when I first started DJing. And I was thinking about going to classes. And I was like, I don't have the money. You know, I'm a college student. Right. I might not be able to afford the classes. So I think I got in with them. I didn't get in with them. I went to a battle. This is where I first met Fanny. She battled Dami. Okay. This is 2021. I'm trying to get my years right. I was outside a little bit. But 2021, there was a battle. This is where I met DJ Glory. So it was Glory, Dami, Fanny, Blanco, DJ Blanco. I met Blanco at Reds, but Blanco was hosting the battle. That's what it was coming back to me.
Okay.
But yeah, I ended up. Yeah, that was how I found out about Claude and the Backspins Academy. But I didn't actually get in with them until last year. And what made me get in was I always wanted to like advance my techniques.
Yep.
As a turntablist, or I like to consider myself a
Come
turntablist now.
You're doing great though.
Man, thank you, bro. But I still got a long way to go, but I really do appreciate that. But I just said, I used to watch routines in the beginning. Like when I first started, I was like, bro, I'm never going to learn how to do this. So the Peter Piper routine,
right? I
watched Jazzy Jeff do it. So Jazzy Jeff got like 10 million views with his routine.
You know Prion Joni?
Crazy. Crazy.
You seen his Peter Piper?
Crazy.
Yeah.
I watched all of them. Yeah. And I said, yo, I'm never going to learn how to do this. And I used to practice it. I used to be like, yo, where are they catching this from?
Yeah.
But when I finally like started to figure it out, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I could add some elements to it. So this was how I got in. I met Mike Scott, who we're actually blood cousins. I met him at the Press Box 2022. He had me come out to do a showcase. But what I didn't know was that B-Man and them were already there.
Right.
So like I met them briefly, had conversations with them a little bit. And B-Man probably don't remember because it was a very brief conversation. But I already knew who he was. But I did a showcase there. After the showcase, told Mike, yo, like, I would love to get in with y'all, so consistently did showcases at the Press Box with incredibly talented DJs. And over the years, Mike told me he had been trying to get in with Backspins. So I think he got in with Backspins last year. And when he told me that, I was like, oh, yeah, whatever classes you teach, I want to come through. And he was like, yeah, just pick a day. And so I think for the past 4 months, I've been going to Backspins. But I knew about them like prior. I had rocked with them for a year, but I wasn't like going to the class.
I feel you.
But when he asked me to battle, that was when I kind of was like, yo, I need to clean up some of those routines. So it's been about 4 to 5 months since
I've been
about the Backspins Academy.
With the battle, is that the battle that's coming up?
September 14th. Yeah.
Okay.
It's for, what is it, $1,000?
Yep.
Mel Star is a judge. Rob Swift is a judge. B-Man is the host. I think Fanny's a judge. Yeah.
Okay.
So honestly, I've been going since he asked me to battle. And I wasn't going to battle, to be honest with you. I think I mentioned that yesterday. I wasn't going to battle because I didn't think that I was like battle ready per se.
Okay.
I was practicing those routines, but like the more and more I practice them, the more and more I kind of add like a little bit more things that they just come naturally. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have B-Man eventually because I got to go to more of his classes. I'm gonna have B-Man and Mike teach me at the same time. And in that way I could kind of, just add to it. So about 4 to 5 months going. But that's my plan. I want to have both of them as a teacher so I could take pieces of, what they have and then just add it to what I got.
I got you.
Yeah, man.
I do want to get to the competition, but before that, we're going to get to some of these videos and stuff like that. But real quick, with Backspins, like, so yesterday I spent some time with you. Y'all were specifically going over the chase routine technique, beat juggling technique.
Yeah.
What are some other techniques that you've been practicing while you were there?
So we did the chase, which is, it's difficult when you're first learning it, when you first learn it. But once you get it, it becomes easy. So the chase, filling in the gaps, which is, it's kind of like adding a beat into the gap is called the point of the song where there's no music. You add music to the point where there's no music.
Right.
And that is kind of hard to explain. You would have to hear it, but filling in gaps and then, catching snares in gaps as well, which is extremely difficult because both records are playing, but you're trying to figure out where the gaps are when you're going left and right.
Right.
So that kind of becomes tricky, but those lessons were tough, to be honest with you. Like it might have looked easy, but it's tough when you add, certain new elements to filling in the gaps because I might fill in the gap, but B-Man might fill in a part of the song I ain't even think about filling out, which will sound 10 times better.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it was filling in the gap, the chase, and beat juggling. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did beat juggling. That's what we did. Yeah. But just combining the three all at once.
Right.
That's when it gets tricky. Or at least for me, because I want to be sure it all sound good. Because you could do all that and it's bad.
Terrible, yeah.
You know, you clashing.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, man, yeah, those 3 lessons were extremely tough. But
yeah,
you know, I'm thankful I got a really good teacher in Mike. You know, Mike can do it easy too. I don't care what he says. Like he is incredible when it comes to just DJing in general, not just scratching and cutting, but just DJing in general. He DJs at NC Tavern, I think, on Saturdays as well. I think.
NC Tavern, yeah, I spent there a few times.
He's pretty cool.
Do you have a particular technique that you like to practice? Like one that's your favorite, one that you like to practice the most, and do you have one you like to perform the most in public?
I don't have a favorite because I'm gonna be honest with you. I like all the routines. I haven't mastered all the routines, but I like all of the routines. So I've recently practiced the Peter Piper heavily. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it's my favorite, but I do like that I'm able to catch on to some of the, you know, the words when you're cutting it. So I don't really have a favorite, man. I really just like cutting. I think cutting is my favorite thing to do. But not necessarily a favorite routine. But I like watching other DJs though. Like Flawless when he did the Can't Touch This routine, and that's one of my favorite routines to watch, but I haven't even mastered that one yet. Like I haven't even attempted that. But all the routines, bro. Because DJ creativity is such a thing of art. And it's something that a lot of people really don't get a chance to, you know, see. I can see you. You ready? But yeah, man. I love watching other DJs too. So,
all right. So you posted a video. We're gonna get into this part.
Yeah, we do.
I'm gonna play this video. The podcast able to hear it, but you might need to put your headphones on if you want to hear the audio.
I got you.
So
yeah, let me double check too.
So we're gonna play a post that you made the other day.
Okay.
Maybe like a week ago, I guess, or so.
Something like that, yeah.
You addressing some claims around, you know, DJs out here.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch the video. We're gonna get into it. Feel free to. I don't know if you don't have to name names or anything like that if you don't want to, but just kind of speak your thoughts on it. Coming from, you know, yourself being like a battle style DJ into the battle kind of culture and the setup and everything. So we're going to play this right here. I think this is really interesting. This is going to be good for the podcast. So we're going to listen to most of this.
Yo, what up, IG family? Real quick, something was just brought to my attention by a really good friend of mine.
Oh, that's good.
Just about like DJs who have like certain claims of like being the best in Charlotte. Or you know, the best in the world,
glad you saved this too.
The best in the club, or
I
the best in radio.
Screen recorded this. And,
my thing is, I've seen some amazing DJs here. I've seen some legendary DJs here. I'm talking about specifically in Charlotte here. But I haven't seen anyone that has made that claim that has actually proved they're the best here in the world or in Charlotte. I think there's many DJs here that are incredibly gifted. My thing is, you know, the ones that have claimed it, and I'm not talking about like the turntablists or anything, but like some of those club guys, why haven't y'all battled it out yet? Now listen, this is not me calling nobody out. All I'm saying is, I've seen
call
a lot
him
of
out,
posts
K-Mail.
lately. I've seen a lot of videos, you know, of certain DJs that just say they the best. So all I'm saying is, can you prove it? You feel me? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, you know, I'm not talking no junk. I just feel as though there's a disparity between like those who use turntables and those who rock the club. There's a disparity between like those club guys that think they're better than turntablists and then there's turntablists that think they're better than club guys. So all I'm saying is, can we put something together to where we could just rock out on, you know, turntables?
Yeah.
You feel me? Because for me, you know what I'm saying, I'm from Jersey and been in the New York area. You know, turntablism is the origin of DJing. And let me rephrase that too. I'm not saying turntablism is like the number one
I really
way
made
of
a lot of videos this day.
handling, you know. The
But there's a good point
All I'm
to
saying
clarify,
is like
though.
when it comes to the battle scene, you know, the turntable battle at one point was, and to me, it still is a worldwide thing. You know, you got the Red Bull Championship that happens. It's some of the greatest turntable individuals you've seen or you've never heard that just go crazy. But notice the top battles in the world, and I'm talking about in the world,
On turntables.
are usually on turntables. So, I mean, all I'm saying is if you are the best or if you claim you're the best, can you battle it out on turntables?
Right.
And we could do 2 battles. You could do like a party rock battle, and then you could do turntablism cutting battle. You feel me? If you're the best, you should win both. That's all I'm saying. And again, family, like I said, once this is not me starting no trouble. I'm just
I was getting messages. I was getting messages.
I've also had
You was?
At this
you know,
point,
What?
people say things about
I mean,
me
you know,
using
my
turntables
friends.
before.
Okay.
Whether
Funny
it was in a
stuff.
lounge
Yeah.
or a club.
yeah.
And I've heard many people say, "Yo, like, you know, why
You didn't get no
use
messages
turntables? Why
from
you
those
do this? Why
club
you do
guys,
that?"
though.
I can use both.
Okay.
But like every time people have like said things to me like in a negative connotation, DJs as well, and I'm not gonna call them out, but I've had some that have said like, "Yo, like, okay, well, if you feel like you nice with this or you feel like you this," and I've never said that. But they're like, "Yo, we can battle it out." I say, okay, well, I mean, I don't mind. Are you good with using turntables? Don't nobody use that no more. Don't nobody do this. Don't nobody do that. That's always the response I get.
I have gotten
So,
it though.
All I'm saying is, if you the best, you can do it on both.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, whoever we got to talk to the planet, let's plan it. The purpose of this post too is, like I said, is not to just put nobody head to head. I like a little competition, so don't mind me. But really, the purpose is to bring everyone together. I never really appreciated being put out of a certain group because they see me like DJing in certain areas, or you feel me. I've definitely been separated from people before. I think just because I've used turntables or because I hang with people who do the turntablist thing.
We can talk about that too.
And in the club DJs, you know, I've been a part of both. Let me say that. There's just a little separation there. My purpose really in that competition is really just to bring them all together. It's not to, you know, start no beef. So again, I just would prefer we be as one instead of as 1 and 2, one group versus that group. It's never supposed to be like that. We as DJs are a team. So if we can set it up, talk to me.
Yeah.
Well spoken, man.
I appreciate you.
Well spoken.
Yeah, man.
So what was so first off, I want you to tell me about the impetus of how this started. Like, you know, what was some of the comments or the conversations you had? But then I also want you to get into, and I'll remind you about some of the things you mentioned, being separated and like, I guess, kicked or left out of groups.
I got you.
For that sort of thing. So
the first part, what was that? The first part, the first question.
So like, where did this come from? So you had got some comments or had people did some posts.
A video was sent to me.
So somebody sent a video to you.
Yeah, a buddy of mine. He sent me a video. And shout out to DJ Suede. I'm great friends with Suede. Very appreciative of Suede as well.
Suede sent it to you.
No, he didn't send it to me.
Okay.
This DJ group I'm in. It's we call ourselves the Mix by Six. So it's me, DJ OJ, DJ Good Life, DJ Smooth Cuts, DJ Mac 11, and DJ Shoob. But we was watching the interview Suede had with Johnny KD. And Johnny KD was like, "Yeah, I'm the best R&B DJ. I'm the best this. I'm the best that." And he was like, "You know, line it up." So
I think I did see that clip. I did see that clip. Yeah.
Shout out to Johnny. Like Johnny's a cool dude. Like but I've listened to him DJ before. Great DJ, by the way. I've heard him in certain spaces, certain clubs. And DJ Midnight even called him out on that post. He was like, "Yo, Johnny, we can line it up." So that was sent to me, and then I seen a video of DJ Trap where he was being interviewed by somebody. They were like sitting by like a lake or something like that, because you know Trap is big time. And in that interview, he was like, "Oh yeah, in North Carolina, yeah, I'm the best. Like I'm the best." And I was like, "Okay." Like I'm not saying like I could like walk them or nothing like that, but I just know with who I've listened to, there's a lot of people better than them. Because they were talking more so, you know, it seemed like a little egotistical.
Right. Just chest puffing.
In the delivery of the message. Now, Trap is cool. I've met Trap. I've worked with Johnny. Like I said, Johnny was my hype man at Reds. Very cool brothers. Like I said, it's just how they deliver it. They like, yeah, like, there ain't nobody fucking with me. There ain't nobody doing this. Ain't nobody doing that. So I'm like, okay, well, we can line it up. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. It's more so friendly competition. I don't want them to take that the wrong way because a lot of people will take that the wrong way.
Yeah.
But it's friendly competition, you know. And I'll of course I'll enter the battle. Like it's not a problem. But that goes back to the other thing that I was mentioning too with turntables. Like I've never seen them use turntables. Right. So to me, in my opinion, in studying the history of DJing, if you go back to battles from even the late 80s and early 90s, you know, most of those battles, some of those routines are crazy. Even now, if you watch them, like Flawless is the Can't Touch Me joint. So that routine followed by him just mixing music. I mean, that might destroy the both of them. And you know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is you got to be able to do both. I had a DJ challenge me. I cannot remember his name because I haven't seen him in a while, but he challenged me. And that was the one that was like, I don't nobody use turntables in the video. But he said it while I was DJing. He was like, bro, you think you like that? But I never met him. Like, he just came up. He was like, oh, you think you like that? Like, you trying to battle? I was like, I mean, you know, yeah, you know, I use turntables.
So wait, you were doing a gig?
This is at Reds.
You was at Reds.
Everything really low-key happened at Reds.
Damn.
I don't know why everything happened at Reds.
But you still be at Reds.
But yeah, I'm still there. Shout out to the Red family too.
So you're at Reds DJing, you cutting up, and some guy walks up to you hating.
I cannot remember his name because I haven't seen him since.
Right.
I cannot remember his name. He was a DJ though from like Greensboro.
Okay.
I cannot remember.
Yeah.
I cannot remember his name.
Okay.
But yeah, like we were talking, and then he was like, "Oh, you really think you like that?" And I don't know what made him say that because we were talking about just DJing in general.
Yeah.
And then when he said that, I was like, "Oh, okay, well, I mean, you know, you use turntables." Oh, bro, don't nobody be doing that no more. This ain't that, and this ain't this. And I was like, "Okay, well, if you don't want to do it." Saying all that to say you're the best. Right. I think you have to be an overall DJ. You can play, you know, music. You can have like the top this or top that. But is that just one category? You only have the top. You don't have the top and nothing else. Right. You can't do nothing else. That's all I'm saying. Something Fanny, and shout out to Fanny. I ain't talking junk about Fanny. But one time we were having a conversation because I did a gig with her. And you know, I was cutting her whatnot. She was like, "Yo, like you nice, but don't nobody want to hear all that." And I was like, "Damn, like I thought I was." You feel me? She might not remember that either. This is all like 2019, maybe like the end of 2020 when things started to open back up. But I'm remembering those comments and watching those videos, and I'm like, damn, like people really just don't like turntables like that no more, or they don't like the feel of a turntablist battle. Turntablist battles aren't all like, you're not always cutting the whole time. My favorite turntablist battler to watch currently is Miles Medina, out west DJ, incredibly gifted. But you know, he can do a routine and play the song. You know, so you're not cutting the whole time. I think there's a misconception of battling too. So that's why I think the battle comes back to what you can truly do on a turntable. Yeah. And if you notice, some of those DJs like that have those claims like that. If they play on turntables, it's a struggle. Because one, they don't know how to use it, or, you know, they're trying to figure out how to, you know, push the record forward with your hand or do this and do that. And False could back me up on this too. False told me that a long time ago. He was like, bro, like there's a lot of club DJs now. You put turntables in front of them, they would crumble. You feel me? And like I said, it's not me starting a war or anything, but going back to the point of the separation. My first group that I was with was the Coalitioners, and great group. I mean, they looked out for me. I just couldn't.
You still with them, right? Coalition DJs?
I hope I am. Well, the reason being is because I worked too much at my day job, so I was working. Where was I at? I think I was at Amazon, and I could never be at the event. Like when they had the events, like it would be like when I was working, so I could never go to an event with them. So I feel bad. But shout out to the Coalitioners. Shout out to Jay Prag and them, because they're the ones that had me join. I'm hoping I'm still with them because I love them, yo, and I love the people over there. But then I ended up joining Radical Grove. Radical Grove came from me DJing at Roy's Kitchen and Patio. It's not there no more. Roy was a terrible owner, by the way.
Is it something else now?
Yeah. It's in the Nodi area where, what's that karaoke spot everybody goes to? But it used to be right across the street. It used to get a lot of people, though. Yeah, I can't remember. But Courtney, who runs Radical Grove, he was doing something with Roy. I don't know if he was a part owner at the time, but he was doing something at the restaurant.
Right.
And he had heard me DJ, and that was how I got in. But I had heard rumbles of people like saying like, yo, who is that? You know, what DJ is that? Like, we don't just let nobody in Radical Grove. I had heard, I don't know who said it, but this was when I started getting like the small talk of, you know, who is this? Right. Who does he think he is? And I'm like, damn.
What?
Like, yeah, oh, bro, I was tight. Because I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to fit in with y'all. So I kind of had like most of those disparities, you know what I'm saying, when I came into the game. So this is like the end of 2021. And then from Radical Grove, once I was done with them, then it kind of was like, I just started hearing stuff about my name. From Radical Grove, I was DJing at Imperial. This is where it is. Right. And I don't know if False said it or somebody said something to me. I don't know if it was False or it was somebody else, but they were like, yo, like, people think you, like, are trying to take over their gigs. And I was like, what? Like, what are they talking about? You feel me? It was very confusing at the time. So
how, though?
I don't know how. I really don't know how.
So this is when you were still with Radical Grove or after you had left them?
This is still with Radical Grove.
Okay.
There was just rumbles.
So were you like filling in for people or opening for people or what?
Both. I was filling in. So I had opened up for False one time. He was so ecstatic to see me too. He was like, "Oh, bro, you here?" Like, shout out to False. False has always been supportive. I can't remember the person that said it. It was somebody I never met before. But apparently they knew me from somewhere. So like, this is my first like notoriety fill. Right. Yeah. But they was like, yo, like people think that you trying to take over like spots or whatnot. And I was like, what does that mean? I'm trying to literally just be with the group and be just like them. But my experiences with that, you know, and then in certain places, like certain clubs, hearing that, I'm like, damn, like, why are they saying all that? So I'm talking to my girlfriend at the time. She's like, no, you can't worry about that. Like, you just got to keep going. You know, if it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? If it don't, it don't. But I had heard rumbles for like a good period, like throughout 2020 to 2021. In 2020, things were shut down. So like, I didn't understand that part. But yeah, man, that was when I kind of just figured like, yo, there's something going on in these groups to where they a little too tight with each other. You feel me? And we're not together. We should be together, but it's a division amongst those groups. But yeah, that was part of the reason why I had that or made that comment, because, you know, we don't need to be separated as DJs. I mean, there's a little competition. There's a little gatekeeping here in North Carolina, sure. Or in Charlotte, excuse me. Let me say Charlotte. But
100%, yeah.
I mean, I think that, you know, we're all a team. You know, that's my strong belief. But when I was hearing stuff like that, bro, I was so confused. And to be honest with you, I was a little down about it because I'm new. So I don't know why any of this is happening. You feel me? I'm very confused. But, you know, I talked False about it. He was like, look, bro, you can't worry about that.
It makes no sense to me, man.
It's just all talk. It's just all talk.
You know, let DJs do their thing.
Right. And yeah, that was just part of the reason why I just made all of those comments, because I just feel like the thing with the turntablists, I've heard like, I was at Backwoods, matter of fact. And I think we was having like a little scratch session with all the DJs. So like Butterfingers was there, Nolo was there. I think Nolo like brought his turntables and stuff. I think Concrete was there. A couple other people was there. But you know, the fellas, like I'm branched off into a different section because I'm trying to fill out everybody. And I heard somebody say, yo, that turntable shit is whack. Like, don't nobody want to do that or something like that. I didn't say nothing, but in my mind, I'm like, bro, why does everybody keep saying like turntablists can't do this? Like we could do the same thing with, you know, Trap and Johnny Katie do in the club. We could do the same exact thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it wasn't them that said it, but I don't know all of those DJs that was there, but I can remember hearing that when they were practicing and having a hard time on the turntables.
You know
what I mean? So I don't know what it is about you know what I'm saying, like a turntable like being put in front of them and them having a DJ. But I don't know, bro. It's just
It's like that with everything that's hard, man. You know, niggas try to like downplay it, make an excuse about it, whether it's like working on turntables as a DJ or, you know, some shit with school. Like if it's some shit that's hard, niggas going, you know.
Club owners have told me this too.
Whack.
Club owners have said it too. I don't know their names. I wish I did though. But the dude, whoever owned Monarch Room when I first started DJing there, he was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, this ain't no turntable showcase. I was like, I'm here to DJ. Like, you brought me in. He was like, I ain't know you was bringing this in. Like, but what does that mean? Like, it could do the same thing a controller does.
Exactly.
But I was carrying it everywhere I went, though. I'm not going to lie. But they didn't have anything laid out either.
Two turntables in your mixer?
It would be one turntable. So I would just,
I got you,
you know, instant double on the other side because I didn't want to take up all that room. But there. And then I'm trying to think who else said something. I think somebody said something at El Thrifty one time. Radical Grove got me that gig too. That was the end of my
Tell
gig
that
too.
story. So
to finish that last point, I think one of the owners was like, "Oh, bro, you got turntables like taking up too much space." They do take up a lot of space though, but I can remember him saying that. But the El Thrifty story.
That's why I don't take them shits anywhere. Pretty much just stay here.
Nah, big facts. El Thrifty. First off, I'm very thankful for Radical Grove. Like they had me at not Imperial. I lied. I meant to say Barreled at the Lift. That was what I meant to say. I said Imperial. But they had me at Barreled like every weekend. Every Saturday. And this is where me and Glory start to get tight. This is where I met DJ Mina Marie. Yeah. I'm just remembering like all of the. It's coming back to me.
Right.
But El Thrifty. Radical Grove got me the gig. So I think the gig was from like 12 to 2 or something like that. And my girlfriend, who was like very supportive and very instrumental in my growth too. She used to download music for me. So, and she would help organize the crate. So I gotta shout her out too. But she came with me. She had just got off work. Like she works third shift. So she'll go into work at 10 at night and I think like clock out at like 7:45 in the morning.
Okay.
And I told her I was DJing there. And she was like, "Oh, okay, you know, I'll come with you. I'll support you." You know, she always is supportive. Very thankful for her. I'm DJing, and I know she tired. And at El Thrifty, I think El Thrifty closed too, but there was a couch there. So she was like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna just sit on the couch for a little minute." You know what I'm saying? I think she had a blanket there or something. She had something that looked comfortable though.
Right.
But she like wrapped it around her, went to sleep.
Yeah.
And then one of the people at the bars, one of the workers, came up and, you know, they was like, "Oh, you good?" Like they patting her on the shoulder. She was like, "Yeah, I'm good, just a little tired." And I guess they already knew she was with me.
They thought she was drunk or something.
Yeah, she was actually tired though. But at the end of the gig, they called Courtney. He called me up. He was like, "Hey man, you know, there was an incident there that happened. You know, can you explain your side of the story?" And I was like, "Oh, well, you know, my girlfriend, you know, she came with me, told me she was tired, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, she was just coming to support. She just kind of like fell asleep, you know what I'm saying? And I told him like she didn't mean no harm. She just was tired. And I'm explaining to him like she got off work 7 in the morning. And Courtney was like, "Oh, we understand, but you know how that makes us look, right?" Like it was real direct. "You know how that make us look." And I was like, "Yeah, I understand completely." He was like, "All right, bro, well, I'm just let you know it's going to be tough to book you at that specific location from now on. You know, I'll see what else I can get for you. But, you know, that specific location might be tough for you." And so that phone call was the end of my time with Radical Grove.
But that was the only time you played at El Thrifty, right?
At El Thrifty, yeah.
So, but he had me
at like Fahrenheit. So,
I'm saying, but you never had problems before. That's whack.
Mm-mm.
It still should have been able to work with you. So.
I mean, but in a sense, I guess I understand from a professional standpoint. Like, I wasn't too mad. Like, I completely understood. You know what I mean? So, shout out to Courtney, shout out to the Radical Grove team. But, you know, I definitely understood, you know, because you don't want no negative images or anything. So, I think there was a time at Fahrenheit too, but this wasn't my fault. They say you get a free dinner when you DJ. So, I didn't get anything. Everything goes to my girlfriend.
Right.
I said, "Yo, you can get what you want." But I made sure to ask the waiter, like, "Is it true that we can get one free meal?" He's like, "Oh yeah, you know, all the DJs get one free meal." So she orders like one meal. And they say it's free. So, you know.
What did she order?
It was like lobster or something like that. Like she very high
Lobster-
end. I'm
lobster's
vegetarian too, by the way, but she's
Lobster's
very
expensive though.
Yeah, she's high end. But
that's probably the one meal that they make an exception for though.
but they said any entree, and that was an entree.
Okay.
So it was something like that.
Yeah.
And they gave me a call, Radical Grove, like after the gig was over. It was like, they sent a group text, matter of fact, to like 8 other DJs in that group chat. And they was like, oh yeah, we need you guys to start paying for your meals because, we're hearing, people are walking out on their tabs and things like that. But it was a group chat. But I'm like, damn, like, is he talking to me? Like, I could have sworn he said it was like one free meal.
Yeah.
But the El Thrifty was pretty much the end of it. But that was the only other instance. And that happened maybe like a few months before. But
Right.
very thankful for them. Like they had me at like Hoppin'. So barreled, Hoppin', Fahrenheit, a couple of spots uptown, but not like well known. There were some bars uptown that I didn't know needed DJs.
Right.
I don't know the names of them.
Sipper and shit like that.
No, it wasn't those. Not those. Not the well known ones. Just like bars. I just don't know the name of them.
Okay.
I wish I knew though, but
Yeah.
they had me uptown a lot. So
Yeah. You're at Palace now every week, right?
Oh
That's
yeah,
uptown.
yeah. And shout out to my brother Lex. Lex is the one that brought me in. He's the owner of Palace. There's 3 owners. It's Lex, Ian, and Haley. But Haley used to work at Reds.
Okay.
Ian used to always come to Reds too, and then Lex popped in, and I guess they heard me DJ a few times. But Lex was bringing me to like spots outside. So Lex has a 360 photo booth company, and I was doing gigs in like Statesville, North Carolina,
Right.
for like Sherman Williams.
Okay.
So he was bringing me out. I think I started like 2022. But I do the corporate gigs for them every
Right.
year. So he books with me then. And then when he opened up the Palace, and he was like, "Oh, bro, like I'd love to have you on the weekend." So in that instance, it's really who I knew. But yeah, he got me there every Monday now, and it was at one point it was supposed to be every Sunday, and then I alternated with Concrete to look out for my brother Concrete. Shout out to DJ Concrete too.
Yeah.
Very dope DJ. Does a lot for the
Shout out to
culture.
Concrete.
Does a lot for the culture too. Very thankful for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just alternate. I was like, bro, yeah, I could do Mondays. So, you could do your Bolero gig and security check and everything. So we just switched out. So ended up being there on Mondays, man.
That's what's up.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
he told me about that too.
Yeah.
When we was at Salad Selection.
Yeah.
That one time.
He's a very good dude, yo. Dope DJ as well. Yeah.
I think there was one question you didn't or we didn't get to that point around. You were talking about the whole turntablism thing, right? And you getting like left out of groups and shit like that.
Yeah. I could be at a certain gig. This is going back to my point of like hearing stuff. I could be at a certain gig and like a hype man or like a owner be like, "Yo, you're DJ K-Mill? Oh, yeah, they've been telling me about you. Like you be like bringing in the turntable and shit. Like, yeah, I don't know if we gonna keep booking you or having you here or here." But this is like what some lounges was saying, and clubs. And so in the groups, like I said, at Backwoods, Backwoods is the some of the DJs from Busted Speakers. And not all of them, they all didn't say this, but I noticed some of them who are there, like there's little rumbles of niggas that use turntables.
Right.
And so
have you done Busted Speakers yet?
I have not.
Okay.
Maybe I don't show my face enough. That's probably why they haven't seen me, but I know they know of me though.
Right.
And if they don't, I mean, it's fine too. But I just you just be hearing stuff. They'll say it out loud, like when they smoking and drinking. Some of that influence come out, like, "Oh yeah, them turntable dudes, yeah, they can't do this and do this and do that." And I'll be like, "That's really what they think. That's crazy."
But they say like you can't rock the crowd or something, or
yeah, it's kind of like battle rap. Like they say battle rappers can't make a hit, and so the same thing with they say turntablists can't play in a club. You feel me? If anything, I've definitely proven that wrong.
You're right.
But yeah, you just hear a little stuff. I won't say too much because I don't want to go too crazy with them. But when they get to getting lit, they'll say it out loud.
Yeah,
I've been around when I hear, and this is why I don't drink or smoke or anything either. Because like one, it really ain't good for you. But I listen to everything. I absorb everything. Everything that everybody says, just about DJs in general, I'm listening. One, because I'm trying to like still, I guess, elevate myself, but 2, figure out like what's the knowledge around the culture of it. But the turntables feel the same way. They've kind of been separated. Like, I don't know if you knew Mike Scott prior, but Mike has always been DJing in Charlotte. But some of the guys from Busted Speakers don't know Mike.
I feel like I have seen his face before. I
You-
might have seen him at
Yeah.
a place somewhere. He said he DJ at Pressbox, right?
The Press Box and then
I might have just
NC Tavern. But he's been at other places. Like he's at a spot, I think it's called Beat the Bomb uptown. But him and DJ Jamar are there. But DJ Jamar is not in those groups. You feel
Right.
me? So I don't know if it's because they have like their favorites already.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of favoritism.
Like I said, they're not, most of those groups, like I said, they have their own lineup. Like Busted Speakers, I found out, and this is not me like slandering them or anything, but I just know those DJs there, I've seen them in the same spots like all the time
Right.
or whatnot. But Beezy, who was gifted as a DJ, is not in those same spots. You know, why is that? You know, he's extremely talented. You know, Blanco, for example. Blanco's with Radical Growth, so Blanco took off. But like Blanco, totally different group from that group. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is. I don't know why there's such a separation of it. But, you know, I wish it wasn't like that. And with the competition that I mentioned, I feel like it would bring us together. Like a friendly competition would be good, but a real conversation would be even better. Like, why is it that...
That's true, yo.
Yeah, but like, why is it that...
We had niggas back on the podcast and have a little discussion, man.
No, straight up. And like I said, it's not to start anything, but like, why is it that, you know, someone way more gifted can't get on Busted Speakers? You know, why is it that someone can't be in this spot, you know, if they have the talent? You know what I'm saying? So I know like you got to have the notoriety or whatnot. But to me, the most talented DJs are the ones that aren't well known in Charlotte. To me,
that's true.
From what I've heard,
I believe you.
Yeah, I hope that answered the question too. I kind of bounced around a little bit, but yeah,
definitely. Have you had any? So you talked about some of the experience you had, like with some of the venues and stuff. What about like specific promoters or companies? Have you had like any negative experiences?
Yeah, I can think of one right now. I was at Tattoos and Booze before Tattoos and Booze blew up.
Yeah.
Whoever the big dude is, light skin, like he's one of the owners there. Bro, I don't know what it is with him. I didn't have an incident with him, but he made me look at DJing like differently. I DJ'd there like when they first opened or whatnot.
I actually bartended there when they first opened.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
We might have ran into each other then.
Probably.
But I DJ'd there. What is this? This might be 2020, like when stuff was just opening, or maybe 2021. It was packed. I thought I did my thing, but whoever that guy is, that owner, he's a big dude. He light skinned.
I think so.
He kept coming up to him. He was like, "Bro, you got the music too loud. You doing this, you doing that." Now, mind you, I don't clip in nothing. The music was good too. Like it wasn't loud or anything, but like he just kept sweating me to cut the music down. And then at the end of the night, I thought I was gonna get paid at the end of the night. I had to wait like 3 weeks to get paid.
3 weeks?
3 weeks to get paid. So like I'm texting him, he ain't responding, and then like eventually he responded and then paid me, but it was only $150 for like 4 hours. So when I go to Tattoos and Booze now, which I haven't been in a while, but like the DJs be having the music way louder.
It should be loud.
Way loud. So that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't understand what was going on. Cause he's like, yeah, they're gonna make me pay a fine. They're gonna make me do this. I had to keep telling you to take it down. I might have to take some of that money out your check.
You know what? I think you're right, because that might have been warranted, because the I forgot what it was called before Tattoos and Booze. It used to be like an African restaurant.
I was there after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it did used to be something else. Yeah.
So there are like condos and stuff above that.
Reds too.
And
Yeah.
And the previous venue did have problems with that though.
Yeah, they did.
Complaints and stuff like that.
Right.
As far as the fines go, I don't know. I believe it could have been some cap, but I don't know.
I think he used that against me just so he couldn't pay me what I originally wanted. I only wanted $250 at the time. So yeah, I didn't know what was going on with that, but yeah, he did take advantage of me though for sure. I knew that off gate, because like I said, when I go see the DJs now, it don't matter who it is. Way louder than what I had.
Hell yeah! Every time I walk in there, it should be loud as hell.
Who else took advantage? The dude that owns, what's the spot in not Concord, but University. First and Goal. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
I am terrible with some of these owners. I
have met him. I can't remember his name though, but I met him.
He had a spot on Tuckasegee one time. And I DJ'd there, and like, you know, I guess he got my number from somebody. Somebody referred me. And he was like, oh yeah, you know, K-Mill, let me get you to come in here. I told him what my price was. At the time, it was only $200 for 4 hours.
Right.
Bro, you know, at the end of the night, and you know what, I'm having a good night. It's people there. It's a little hood spot though. It's one of them hole in the walls.
Right.
But at the end of the night, he was like, oh yeah, bro, like you did your thing. You know, I seen people dancing. I got some money for you. And he gave me $70. And I was like, oh, what the rest of it? He was like, oh yeah, you know, we gotta calculate, you know, what's at the bar, you know, and we'll give you the rest. So
I hate that.
Yeah, took advantage of me. That's about it so far. But I've had people try to not pay me.
Yeah. I think venue owners be doing that, like, if you're not like, if you don't have like a huge following, they try to like knock you on that shit.
See, and that's what I don't understand, because I mean, I do understand it. Let me take that back. But if you're more talented than those people, I think your talent should speak. But from a business side, you know, the name brings attention. So I get that too.
But even still, like, you did a full set.
Yeah, full set.
4 hour set.
It was 5 hours actually.
And you only give me $70. That don't make no sense.
$70 is crazy.
Like, just
I was tight
on a professional level, man.
But this is also during a time where I'm trying to figure out things too. So like, I didn't really know like what exactly the pay was. Like, Reds was paying me nice, so I'm thinking I'm gonna always get that at every venue.
What were you getting up there?
They were giving me between $275, like for every Friday, $275 and $300. Reds always paid nice.
Yeah.
This is during the time though, so like I get something different now. But bro, they always took care of me. Reds has never done me bad, like ever. So that's why I've been with them for about 6.5 years. So shout out to Red at 28.
Word.
But yeah, those are the two that I can recall. But you bump into people that just don't want to pay. You know what I'm saying? Or they try to say like, you know, this many people showed up and this and this, and
I don't got nothing to do with you.
No, big facts. Big facts. So I just
flat rate, man.
No, straight up. But I also have a problem with
because if it's packed out and they make a lot of money, they ain't gonna pay you no extra.
See, and this is what's crazy. Where was I DJing at? I was DJing. This might have been at Reds. No, it wasn't at Reds. This was at Barrel. And you know, Barrel was a small spot. Like, I don't know the DJ that was supposed to like come on after me. It was somebody I never met. But you know, I'm doing prime time, right? And they had came in, and I think he was like, "Bro, like, why you playing like all the top, blah 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 blah?" And I'm like, "Yo, I'm just trying to, you feel me? I'm just trying to get my name out there." But he was a well-known DJ. I cannot remember his name because I only meet them one time, yo.
Right. You were opening for him, and
I was opening for him, but I wasn't playing like none of the prime. I'm playing like a bunch of old school stuff. I played a little bit of Big Boogie, like when Big Boogie like first came out. But I mean, Barrel was packed. Right. So like, you know what I'm saying? The shorties are trying to turn up and, you know what I'm saying, do their thing. And he came in hot. But I played it respectfully because I only played really only one primetime song, which was the Big Boogie. I think it was Pop Out at the time. That was it. It was just that one song.
Right.
But I stayed and listened to him afterward. Bro, he was bombing. I mean, like, transitions weren't good. Blends weren't good. Song selection wasn't good. But I guess because he had the name, you know, people was going crazy. So like I really started questioning a lot at Barrel too, because I'm like, yo, like I know I did better. I know I showed a little something different. Yeah. Like, why are they getting that elevation that I'm not getting? So I think I had like a stunted growth period between 2021 and 2022. Yeah. I didn't understand what was going on with that either, bro. Like, I was trying my best just to showcase what I could in the best way that I could. And I would ask False, he'd be like, bro, some time ago like that.
Yeah.
You know, people have their favorites, you know, which goes back to the group. You know what I'm saying?
True, yeah.
A lot of underrated DJs are far better. And I know that they could prove themselves, but, you know, I don't know why that is, why it's such a gap with that as well, like talent and then name, because sometimes the name don't have the talent, but the talent don't have the name. So like, I don't know what that is. I just think talent should, you know, pay for itself. But then again,
Have you learned any like insights from that perhaps you can apply to yourself now or in the future?
I mean, I definitely try to network more often than normal. I just work so much. Like I had a corporate job. I was working at a senior home.
Right.
It took away a lot of time.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to go where I thought I could. Once I left that, then I kind of could get outside more. So, your network, you when you get out there, people see you more and they become a little bit more familiar with you. So that has actually helped me. So not to contradict myself, but, I've been able to network a little bit more. So that's got me a little bit more gigs. But I still believe that talent should trump that every time.
Facts.
Every time.
Yeah. Talk a little bit more about the competition you got coming up September 14th. You mentioned it earlier.
Oh man, I'm super nervous. Super nervous. Like I said, Mike Scott, shout out to Mike.
Mike, yep.
He had pushed for me to battle. He was pushing. They told me about the battle September 14th going on at the FAPA Center, I believe.
So was that already set up or did like...
It was in the process of being set up. Okay. So Backspins is partnering with No Grease. It's not at the barbershop, but I think No Grease is like sponsoring it.
Yeah.
And he had mentioned that to me and I was like, oh, that's dope. Like, I'm there. He was like, no, you're not going to be a bystander. You're going to battle. I was like, what? So like, I'm confused because I'm like, yo, like, you really want me to battle? He was like, yes, like you can play, you can cut.
Is it just you and someone else or is it like a series of?
Nah, it's a series of DJs. It's like, it might be like 6 others. So
shout
out to DJ.
4 matches or something?
I think so. So shout out to DJ Dylan Jam, who is a very young DJ. I think he's like 19. He's been taught by B-Man and he's been taught by Melstar. But he won back in 2021. And then there was like a period of like no battles during that time. So they just brought it back. He's defending his crown. I think DJ Rockquest, shout out to DJ Rockquest. I never met him, but I know he's nice. Like I watch people from a distance. He's incredible. I don't know the other DJs though. But I feel like those other DJs, those club DJs that claim that the best should enter. Because those 2 alone, incredibly gifted. Yeah. Not only can they cut and blend, but it's their creativity that they show. I've seen them. Well, excuse me, I've seen Dylan in person. I haven't seen Rockquest, but I know Rockquest is nice. But those guys right there, just those 2, I don't even know who the rest is, but just those 2 alone is a tough battle to go against. And the grand prize is $1,000. So, yeah.
A band.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dylan will be defending his crown, but Dylan's tough. Dylan is gifted. Like,
what's the format going to be like? Is it just going to be like one setup, or is it going to be like side by side setup?
So I think it'll be side by side. I know it'll be turntables. So that'd be perfect for some of those club guys to prove they, So
a set of turntables in the mixer and another one just like a setup next to it.
Yeah, I think it's all turntables. They may have a controller, but from what me and Mike talked about, he said it's going to be like all turntables.
Who's providing the equipment?
Backspins. Yeah, shout out to Backspins because they got some amazing equipment there, and they have controllers as well. But they got some really cool turntables there too. I just know. Yeah, me, Dylan.
So it's gonna be you versus Dylan.
I don't know if it's me versus Dylan. I'm gonna go against somebody. I just don't know if he's my first round or not. Which is why I've been going to the class too, because he goes to the class as well. I don't know what days he goes, but he had B-Man and Melstar teach him, where I was YouTube University in the beginning, and then I got my hands on a good teacher. So, I have an uphill battle, and the utmost respect for Dylan. I mean, his cuts, his blends, incredible. So yeah, I don't know if it'll be like my first round or not, but I mean, I'll be prepared for it. I kind of know what to expect. I know he's gonna go crazy. I know that for a fact.
You kind of have an idea what you want to do, how you want to approach the set.
Definitely don't.
You're gonna get in there and freestyle it, or are you gonna practice something?
I'm gonna practice routines. To be honest with you, I feel like my best sets are when I freestyle. I may plan something. I really don't know yet. I really don't know. I'm just. You had
a little bit of something planned at Solid Selections.
Just a little bit. And shout out to DJ Concrete at Solid Selections. Yeah. What I did at Solid Selections was
everybody was digging that track you made. So you recorded yourself on there?
Yeah, it was just me talking. I just shouted out those DJs. Every DJ I named, just was instrumental in my growth. So
Wait,
DJ
when you
Persevere.
recorded that, did you record it to like a beat metronome? Like it wasn't on the grid or nothing like that?
Nah, I just set it on the phone. I walked outside at like 10 o'clock
Okay.
at night and was just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna give him a shout out.
Right.
I don't see DJs do that either. Like DJs
That
don't
was
show
dope.
they don't appreciate you, man. DJs don't show each other enough love. And that's what I found out in the groups. And I'm glad you brought that up. Like they'll gas each other up on the set, but like, I mean, as a collective. So of course, False was the first one that I named. Shout out to DJ Big Ty, Beezy, Mike Corleone, and then I shouted out some female DJs too. So DJ Tribbles, DJ Mina Marie, who I think is the best female DJ here in Charlotte. And that might be a bold claim, but I guarantee you she's the best. You know, DJ Persevere, DJ Tonice and them. And there's a couple I'm leaving out, but I said, yeah, I have to show them some love because they were just so instrumental in not only giving me advice, but just cheering me on. You know what I'm saying? Those are some of the family that I just found, you know, on my journey. So I said I had to do something, but everything else was really just me just freestyling. I didn't plan anything. That was the only thing I planned, to be honest with you. I was just coming on to have fun. And I'm thankful that Concrete even thought about me, bro. Like Concrete is a great person. Like I know sometimes like some people be like, oh yeah, he be going crazy on Instagram, but like he really has a good heart. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a great dude. He also pays the DJs, you know what I mean? So like, you know, he's invested. Yeah, he does. For sure.
He does put a lot in, a lot of work in.
He does. So yeah, I just wanted to use that opportunity just to show DJ some love. You know, I just don't see anybody do it like that. And that wasn't even the best way I could have did it. I just wanted to do it just for myself.
That was
show them some love.
It was a surprise for everybody. And I think it was really creative and a lot of people appreciate it, man.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. But shout out to you too.
Oh, thank you.
Nah, man, because I got a chance to meet you there. Solid Selections just, it brings people together. Yeah. You feel me? So that's why I'm thankful for it, bro. Like I wouldn't have met you if I didn't make it there, yo. And you are an incredible person, great person that I've met. You know, you got this wonderful podcast. Shout out to the Going Out Podcast.
Appreciate you, man.
You feel me? Yeah. Hit the air horns on there, you know. But yeah, man. Nah, it's just it's the community that I love. Because the community that I have with those DJs is the same community that I had back in Jersey. So that's why I kind of like gravitate towards them a lot because they just took me up under their wing. Community is
important, man, in anything you do.
They just took me up under their wing. So, you know, I'm loyal to them and, you know, if they ever needed something, even if I didn't have it, like I could point them in the right direction. So I just said I needed to do something special for them.
Word, man.
Definitely.
All right, last question, man. We're going to close this out. We're going for 2 hours. So we were having a conversation. We were having a conversation at Backspins. Yeah. And I'm going to close with this. Your starting five, right?
Okay.
I didn't watch back the tape, but I was trying to remember everybody. I know you mentioned Jazzy Jeff, Scratch Bastard.
Yeah.
Right.
In no particular order.
In no particular order. Yeah, go through the rest of them.
There was one that I left out, but Technician the DJ, incredible. And I wore his shirt yesterday. That's crazy. I didn't say it. But Technician, Jazzy Jeff, Scratch Bastard. I did say B-Man. Because B-Man is incredibly gifted. He can do some of the same stuff those other guys can do too. But I want to say Mel Star too. Mel Star. But see, the 5 is just hard because, I mean, you could throw in DJ Scratch and substitute one of those guys. But I think those are my 5. But I do have a 5 here in Charlotte. Okay. This might cause a little stir too.
Let's go. Let's do it.
These are the 5 best DJs in North Carolina. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you an all-male one and I'm going to give you an all-female one. Okay. In no particular order. You got to say Beezy. Beezy is phenomenal. You got to say False. Blanco's up there. DJ Jamar is up there. Who's my 5th? I like I put Concrete up there. Okay. Concrete's dope. Yeah. I put him up there. Yeah. Top 5. All right. In Charlotte.
And then female?
Female, number 1 is Mina Marie. Yeah. I know a lot of people are fans of Fanny, and this is no disrespect to Fanny. Like, I love Fanny, but it's something about Mina. Like, it's not just her music selection; it's her blends. You know, it's how much she has fun with her songs. And Fanny will get up and dance too. Like, Fanny brings the most energy, but Mina's selection and her blends going into that, Mina's number 1. I would say DJ Birdie's number 2. She's phenomenal. I met her at the Palace She's fire.
Mm-hmm.
She was playing some songs. I was like, oh, I remember this from like movie soundtracks.
Mm-hmm.
So Birdie definitely. That's in no particular order. I just know Mina's number one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say DJ Persevere
Okay.
and DJ Tribbles.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fifth one, I'm gonna say. Actually, I'm stuck on the fifth one. I'm stuck on the fifth. I can't think of a fifth one right now.
Okay.
I can't think of a fifth one right now. I got 4 for the females. I'm sorry. Jaya. DJ Jaya. She's dope. I'll put her as 5 for sure.
Did you go to the competition? The female competition they had at Trio?
Nope. I wish I would have.
I think the winners were like Smiley.
I haven't met Smiley yet.
And then I think she was partnered with Seaburgo, maybe.
Oh, Seaburgo, yes. I'm sorry. That'd be my number 5.
That'd be a number 5?
Jaya be number 6.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, Bird. Absolutely Bird.
Word.
Absolutely.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, man. One more thing. What's next for K Mills in the future, man?
Oh man, just I'm gonna just continue to grow as a DJ, man. I want to create a DJ family where everyone's welcome, same as Backspins.
Yeah. I'm gonna start coming up there, man. Working out with y'all.
It's amazing, bro. And
I could be on Sunday.
Whatever questions you got, we got you.
What time on Sunday?
12 to 3, I believe, is what Clyde said. Shout out to Claude as well. I said Clyde. Claude. Shout out to Claude. But yeah, I wanna create a little community where everyone could come together. It might not be exactly how Backspins has it, but we could all meet at Backspins, and just come and congregate, and talk about our differences as DJs and talk about our similarities, man. But just building a family, I think, is great. I think you get more done when you build a family, because gigs come from that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Mike has given me gigs. Jamar has thrown me gigs, but they all go to Backspins. You know what I mean? So, and they're all in different backgrounds of DJing. So you might touch different cultures that you didn't think you could get into, with DJing. Like you have your hip hop and R&B DJs, and then you have your pop, salsa, bachata, merengue DJs, your EDM DJs. So they could put you in places you don't think you'll go.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, that's what I want to try to do. Man. But just continue to grow too. Yeah, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to DJ Tycoon.
Yo,
Going Out Podcast.
Thank you so much, bro, for coming through.
Jersey.
Thank you so much for blessing the setup over here, the 12s and the S11 with a little showcase.
I tried.
You know what I mean? So this episode was fun, man. Very informative. I think you dropped a lot of gems and really spoke honestly on like a lot of stuff that goes on out here in terms of like the culture. And I think some of the frustrations, not everything, like the situation at Reds with the brass knuckles, maybe not that, but
yeah, not that.
I think what the type of things you go through, I think a lot of DJs can relate.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
sure.
I think that was important for sharing.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Like I said, there's a lot of talented DJs that are more talented than those with names that just don't have the name. I'm taking myself out of the equation. I think those DJs need the shine though, because they have the talent. Just give them a platform.
For sure, man. Well, DJ K Mill, we're going to wrap it right there. Thank you so much, man. That's
Appreciate
a wrap on episode 19.
Yes, sir.
Like and subscribe. Tell people where they can follow you at, man. Plug your social media accounts real quick.
For sure. You can follow me at DJ_KMIL on Instagram. It's the same thing on TikTok. Facebook is Kaif Tucker. That's my government. KAIF Tucker. But again, Instagram, DJ_KMIL. And the same as TikTok, DJ_KMIL. But I want to also shout out my brother KO and a poet named Superman as well. Incredible poets. Me and KO are partners with the karaoke thing that we do. So we do karaoke events. We do King Tut 9 p.m. to 1. And then we got Grape and Glass. It's like every other Sunday or whatnot. We working on every Sunday, but Grape and Glass karaoke from 4 to 7 on Sundays. So yeah, come check us out. For sure. Appreciate you.
Mel, appreciate you coming through. That's a wrap.
Most def.
Episode 19. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. The Going Out Podcast. THE Going Out. GOWIN Out Podcast. Find us on YouTube. And we're also on Spotify. Apple Podcasts. Amazon Music. All right, everybody. That's a wrap. Episode 19. Peace.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.